Guys, welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I'll be explaining my TTL build, so stay tuned. Hey guys, welcome back. So in this video, I'll be explaining the stats that I use, the equips that I use, and the skill build that I'm currently using for my TTL build. So, from my perspective, I think this is the best TTL build for my character. It may depend on your character since we have different stats, we have different handbook, and for me, this is the best so far. So, currently I have 318k HP, attack of 21k, defense of 2700, and the rest is history. For my ignore defense in this build, I'm already at 172. Then for my items, I'm using a plus 12 Rosa. If you have a plus 12 or higher, that would be better. With Tenacity 4. The cards actually deeper per round. For the first stage, Anubis Star is advisable actually. But if you cannot afford it, just use anything. Actually, the offhand I really don't matter about it. I only change it when I'm already in the 4th floor. For my armor, Shine Hole Robe, I'm currently using here Munak Star. If you have a morale enchant for your armor, actually I feel that you don't need the Munak Star. But since I still don't have a morale for my Shine Hole Robe, I'm currently using Munak Star. Previously I was using Skeleton Archer Star, but I think Munak Star gives me more damage and more consistency. Now for my garment, I'm using plus 12 Ancient Cape with Vagabond Wolf Guard. For my slippers, I'm using Grandma Wolf Slippers with physical damage increase of 1% and Ferris Guard of 10% HP. You need as much HP as possible for better chances of survivability. And for my accessories, I'm using Bright Moon, both with SB4. And for the card, usually this is Ultraman from 1 to 3, but on 4th floor, I'm currently using Santa Pouring. We just finished 4th floor, so I'm currently using this one. As for the weapon, I'm currently using 2 Minoris card. If you have a Drake Star, that would be better, for sure. For my headgear, I'm currently using Abyssal Cry to trigger the insight of Minorus, and currently using Martin card since we just finished 4th floor. But on a normal, on the other MVPs, I am using the NPC's Revenge card. It gives me the most damage possible. For the face is, I'm currently using Juggling Queen with 3% PDI. If I have Morale and Juggling Queen, that would be better. So actually I was thinking if I should transfer my Morale to this one. But maybe I should just roll for another Morale in Juggling Queen instead of transferring that one. For the face, I'm currently using Dreamweave Silk for the additional penetration and damage reduction. For my back gear, I'm currently using Love Goddess. For me, this is still the most damage-giving back gear that there is. And lastly, I'm currently using White Flame for my tail. If you already have the new gacha item, the one with 5% movement speed and damage to MVP, 5%, that would be better. For the cards, like I said, I mostly just use Ultraman and just use other cards on 4th floor. So it actually depends on you if you still want to change it. As for the skill, this is a focus on PBE. So yeah, just look at it, and I won't be explaining through the other stuffs for now. What I think is important here is to explain the Lightbringer 3 build. So I currently have, I think, 6,000 Hourglass. So I want to prioritize recursion, max level recursion energy and max level recursion. This is for the highest damage possible. Then Pioneer on level 5. As for the other skills, Overload at level 9, HP Overload at level 6, Circle at level 5, and cooldown of the circle at level 4. I need to max them out to have them online most of the time. Okay? Actually, I think that's only it. For the food, I'm just using Meal B, Beat Meal B, Dex Meal B, and STR Meal B. As for the food that I'm using, I'm currently eating Satisfied Feast. I think penetration is still one of the best stats that you can use for TTL. Before I forgot, we can check my current penetration. It's around 43% with this one. And when I activate the overload, my HP goes up to 362,000, while my penetration goes up to 61%. And yeah, I think did I forgot to discuss my stats? As for my stats, it's mainly high dex, high strength, and just a few bit. But there are tests right now that balancing STR and lock gives you more damage. So I'm gonna test it out on the future. But for now, this is what I'm using because I'm currently using Vagabond Wolf card. And if I lessen my STR, I'm going to have less attack percentage coming from the Vagabond Wolf card. And that's my main reasoning on why I am still on high STR rather than lock. But one of my friend actually suggested that you just need 240 STR for the passive trigger of the avalanche, the bonus attack percentage. Then everything else you can put to lock now or into VIP for maximum damage. There are a lot of good Lightbringers as well there, sharing their progress for their Lightbringers damage in TTL. Okay, so that's it. I'll be linking out the videos for my TTL runs previously, so you can see my gameplay on how I do things. But for now, this is my current TTL build as a level 160 Lightbringer. So if you like my video, please don't feel free to subscribe to my video. And if you want something to be tested, or if you want to ask anything, just leave it down in the comment section below. That's it. Thank you so much and goodbye.